Yo guys, what is up? It's Teach here, coming at you again with another video over on Ark Survival Ascended, and I wanted to show you how to get golden Hesperornis eggs on Ark. It's actually pretty easy and not very difficult to accomplish. You just need to know how to do it and where to go. So first off, we're going to go and talk about them, right? The Hesperornis, in order to tame one of these things, you basically have to take a saber-toothed salmon up to its face and to feed it. Now, there are two ways to get golden Hesperornis egg. The way where you tame them and kind of get them to bring you the eggs, and the other way is randomly getting lucky, finding a Hesperornis golden egg on the beach. I have maybe had that happen once or twice in the entire time that I've played Ark, so it's very uncommon. But the other way, I'll show you right now. Now, if you don't mind, smash that like button, leave a comment below for the algorithm, and then consider subbing to the channel. Now, sadly, it is very, very difficult to get a hold of these eggs because the game makes it very difficult. But what you can do is you can simplify it by kind of taming a few of these. Now, they can be a pain in the butt to tame, so just so you're aware of that. As of right now, one of the best ways to tame them is to just find one of them. You can see I've got one over here. And to kill a fish using a rifle. Now, the saber-toothed salmon seems to be the best overall fish to feed it. And then it's based on the size of the salmon. It's not based on anything else. It's just based on the size of the salmon. Now, the benefit is you can feed them pretty quickly. You just have to get up close to them, which can kind of be a pain in the butt, but you just feed them the fish, and you can see that this one right here is tamed at 24% with a 1.4. Now, you just have to follow them around and kill fish and continue to feed them to them. So they can be a little bit of a pain, but on servers where you have increased rates, it's much easier to tame a Hesperornis. Now, once you tame them, they will essentially be a shoulder that can sit on top of your, or a mount that can sit on top of your shoulder. Now, I know that if you're taming like a 150, it doesn't matter. There doesn't seem to be a bonus versus a level 1 and a 150, so go lower on the level when you're taming because it's easier for your mental health. I promise, once you understand how hard and like how many fish you have to feed these things, lower levels are better. So, basically, you need a female Hesperornis because the females are the ones that lay the eggs, right? So what you can do is you can go ahead and whistle aggressive on your Hesperornis when you are nearby fish that they can kill. Now, here's a really cool thing with them. Basically, when you whistle them to aggressive, right, they are going to go in the water and then they're going to nuke. This is on normal settings, by the way. For some reason, Hesperornis deal 100 million damage to fish, which is insane, right? Because that's a crazy amount of damage. And then they continue to dive for those fish. Now, what I have found is that setting them in pairs of 2 seems to be the best thing that you can do, because one will kill the fish and then the other one will harvest the fish. You'll see that one harvest the fish and then that one eats it, right? Now, what happens is basically as soon as they get 5, or a total of 5, I missed that shot, 5 fish that they have killed and eaten, they will walk over to the beach and they will go ahead and eat, and I guess finish their eating process and lay their egg. Now, the golden egg is a random chance, by the way. It's completely random whether or not they actually take the golden egg or get a regular egg. It's a low chance at a golden egg, but having a few of these guys will allow you to have a higher chance because each time they go through this process, they will get it. You can see, there we go. Oh, wow. That one just pissed him off, apparently. But if he's going to just absolutely get nuked by those saber-tooths, so that sucks. But you'll see this Hesperornis. Normally that doesn't happen, by the way, and that's very uncommon. You can see that they do 99 million damage a shot, so, oh well. This one might actually die, so could be worse. But anyways, just trying to prove a point, right? So that's going to go ahead and go away. But normally they just nuke the Hesperornis are just going to nuke all of the fish. I just have a whole bunch of spawned-in fish, so they're going to actually maybe attack them if they accidentally get a hit off. I don't know how, actually, but, you know, they one-tap every single fish. I don't know why that one is going to go ahead and attack them, but it is what it is. You can see that they go to land. Once this thing eats that 5th fish, it's going to go over to its land zone. They kind of look like they're almost a little more passive, and they swim a little slower when this is ready to happen. So you can kind of see that this one's eaten quite a bit. You can toss them over on land, by the way, and they will lay it if they are ready. And if they're not ready, they will not lay the egg, and they'll go gather more fish, but they will lay the egg right at your feet. You can see that I've got a Hesperornis egg right there, and it's just random luck whether or not you actually get access to the Hesperornis egg itself. So you can see, I think it's because this guy is pissing him off, so I'm going to go ahead and kill that one right there. Oh, there it is. So it laid an egg for us, right? So because it was able to get to land on its own, it went ahead, went in the water and said, hey, you know, here's my Hesperornis egg from my work. So it killed 5 of them, and then it came back onto land. Now, it's going to continue to do this over and over again until there's no more fish left, which is kind of cool because it's like you can just sit there and then occasionally check the beach for the eggs that they drop. Now, having I don't know, 6, 7, 8 of these. It doesn't matter. But the more you have, the higher probability you have of getting a golden egg, right? Because it's a random low chance. So in order to get those random golden eggs, you just have to follow the Hesperornis around for a while you're near a area where there are only fish, because Hesperornis do like 1 to 2 damage per hit on everything else. However, when it comes to fish, they do 100 million, which is kind of cool to see. So long story short, right? Everything that I just said simplified in like 2 sentences. Aim a Hesperornis, bring it to fish, only fish, because if there's anything else nearby, your Hesperornis is going to get destroyed. Wait until it consumes 5 fish. Once it consumes 5 fish, it's going to go to land. It's going to lay an egg. There's a small chance that it's a golden egg, and otherwise it's just going to be a normal Hesperornis egg, right? Now, the golden egg can be very useful because it can be used to turn things into oil, and it can be used for certain recipes as well. And they are also kind of popular on servers, so if you want to sell them, they can. If you can be a patient person and get some golden eggs, it is a very popular thing to have on servers. So anyways, that is how you get golden Hesperornis eggs. There's not really a good way to farm them other than have like 20 Hesperornis and just sit in a circle, right? And just wait for them to walk up onto the beach and then give you eggs. That's really the only good way to do it, outside of just, I mean, like having 20 Hesperornis themselves, but there's no really good farm method for them right now. So hope this video helps you out. But other than that, teach out.